Oh, where did it go? Ow, ow, ow. Oh, all itchy and uncomfortable. Why is this? It's a leg, it's a leg. Oh yeah, I don't have it on the bottom. Oh, no, now he just did the boo boo. No, just did a big boo boo. Big boo boo babies. So, if you're just gonna watch me do this, nothing. Basically, like, I can't get the lid off of this with one hand. It's not. Jesus Christ, that was on there tight. Yeah, if anybody's watching playback, then essentially what I'm going to be doing is I'm just finishing off these cards, finally. I'm going to finish them off, put them in the scanner, and then they're going to be made into actual cards. The Father's Day cards selection won't be available. Because they will be made into cards. My father. But all the other cards will be mine. Not mine, I mean, they'll be made by me, but they would be mine. You know what I mean? Shut up. We've done inking on the last picture, number 18, finally. So yeah, all of these ones, probably maybe one or two. That one and that one are going to be in my card for my dad, basically. But that one won't be, and neither will this one or that one. And essentially, I'm going to be using this one as kind of a birthday card. So the hook was in my beard like that. But because my beard is actually, it's just curly, it's not knotted or anything, means that it can pass right through my beard and not get stuck. See? The hook never actually gets stuck. It's just going on my curls. The autofocus is having a real problem for some reason. But yeah. That's kind of created a thing on my beard. Oh no, it's on my shirt. But no, now we're going to pick the coloring method to actually do this. We've already used the other pencils, so we're not going to use those pencils. But we have other pencils, such as the blendable pencil. So this is going in the box later. So now I need, is that brown? Huh. Is that brown? I don't know if that's brown. I need to make a swatch again with the swatchies. Do I need black? I don't think I need black this time. Or grey. Or red. I need a brown, orange, and a green. That's a nice brown. That's a proper brown. Oh, nice brown. Yeah, I'm going to use that brown. I'm going to use that. These are blendable. So is that, and that's also a greeny brown. It's very light brown. Might use that one. And that's green. That's all I needed. I need orange. I need the orange, which looks like it's all the way at the bottom. Oh no, it's kind of a pale orange. There's a flesh tone. There's a red. Where's the? I'm holding the orange. Oh my god, I'm holding the orange, guys. See, I'm that colorblind. Isn't that bad? Isn't that bad? I've already got the green, so everything else can go back in the box. Back in the case. Oh, why do I do the box and pencil case up? I need to use it. So I kind of already do a swatch on here. I did it again with my beard. I already got like a swatch on here. Can you see it? It's in this corner. It's in this corner, just up here. So I'm just going to test out this greeny brown, and see how well it mixes. With the orange, because I kind of want to get I want him to have a nice orange belly. It's actually quite nice. It's actually quite nice. I'm going to use it. Here we go. There we go. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Monday morning. Monday mornings are bad because mistakes happen. Yeah. I see Wolfie's up, but my regulars, I don't think I'm going to see many of my regulars today. I don't think I might actually see many people on today. It's pretty late in the States. And in the UK it's a bit early, which is fine, but I'm wide awake. I don't feel tired at all. Ain't that just awesome? Ain't that just the best? So we've got kind of like a shiny ribbon, a shiny. Whisk couldn't we ribbon? What the hell accent was that? West Country Ribbon. So it's all shiny, so basically it's different kind of like lighting on it, and I think it looks okay. Right, now the orange mixing with the belly color. It's just to make it stand out amongst the other brown, because I've had problems where it just blends in with the other brown. But I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Ultimately, I'm a little bit disappointed with the blendable pencils, because that being the whole gimmick, they do blend, but they always get this like kind of chalky looking texture to them, which is fine, you know. But I mean, what if I don't want the chalky looking texture? And that's mainly when you blend the colors. So it's not that bad. To make sure I don't get any lines, you know, any like coloring lines, I kind of like color in a big circle. Kind of do like a whoosh, like circles, and that gives it more of a like an even texture. Because then I do this, and then I go over it in an even coating when I'm coloring in, and basically it's not, it makes it a lot less shit, basically. When I'm doing actual coloring. So I've gone over the entire thing, so it looks a bit patchy right now. It's hard to see. It looks a bit patchy right now, but I'm going to go all over the place with this, and just basically. Have a nice coating and make sure I fill up any white marks. Just make sure there's an even coating of pigment all over the entire thing. I'm done. And it looks not bad. And I can do this now because I can't believe this has taken me forever to figure this out. I've been trying to figure out a way to put this. By the way, the actual natural lighting is making the sparkly picture even more sparkly, which is excellent. So that's cool. And I have no idea what this is, but I've got a bit of dry skin. Actually, where my ear was pierced, behind my ear, which is great. Extra annoying things. So this sheet is done. I'm just going to put this pencil down in the bag, where the pencils go when they've been done. So these are my blendable pencils, and like I said, they're a bit of a disappointment, but they're not. I mean, they're not hugely disappointing. To be honest, most coloring pencils you can kind of blend. It's not really a thing you need a specific pencil to do. Holy fuck, is it loud? It's quite far away. That was loud. What else am I doing? Right, now I've done this one, so this one can go on the pile and ready to be scanned in. Okay. Let me get the next one so I don't have to worry about that one anymore. The final one is this one. It's the Mother's Day card. It's gonna be a big card. It's gonna be a big card, so I'm planning to put a lot of detail in this one. If it would get into the vise. So that's the Mother's Day card. I'm gonna be doing now. So I was watching Jacksepticeye play. Infectinator, and it's one of my guilty pleasures. So I was just watching that in the background. Wow. Oh my god, in natural light, the gel orange pen is super bright. Wow, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but okay, we'll start off with the sparkly one, so I can show you the sparkly one. But focus camera, you had it perfect just a second, for like half a second. Anyway, the sparkly one's looking very impressive. That one's looking quite nice. But then we get to here, and what the fuck is the orange gel pen doing? It's like super bright compared to everything else on this page. So that might have been a mistake. Just a regular black pen for that one. And then the one I did over here, the Teddy holding up the present. That's the last one I just did. It looks good. And then I'm going to do the Mother's Day present, Mother's Day card. That's going to be hard because I just realised that it hasn't actually got any of the detail on it. Where's the original? Oh, the original's over there. It's under the desk. That's terrible. The remake then. Where's the remake? Right, it's in pencil. That's why it didn't show up very well in the scan. Because it's whatever flowers you want. That's the original. So I didn't do those in pen. But for the sake of this, I'm going to do them in pen. I need this in a place where I can see. And what are we using to do the coloration of this? We're using the felts. Well, I picked them up first. Kind of got to use them now. I picked them up first. That's actually good because it will mean that it will force me to put extra effort into it. Well, that sounds stupid, but yeah. Okay. So first thing is first. The black. And this is to do the eyes and the noses, the easies and the nieces. The easies and the nieces. I don't think I have to do anything else in this color. I mean, what color are we going to do the... You can make it pink. Oh, no. We have to do it pink and white. It's a big one. It's a big picture, so I'm trying to be careful. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else I need to worry about. Oh, neck. Oh, I felt like crunchy. Got the crunchy. It was looking really shit outside, and now it's all perfect and fine. So I don't understand what's going on there. I'm not going to question it, because it means I can have my door wide open. That's why you're seeing me in such kind of bleached out light, especially my face. You can barely see my eye. I took it to the one. So the black, the brown. Sorry, brown. This is most of the picture, I would say. So I'm being quiet, guys. Oh fuck! I'm doing them last. I'm doing the flowers last. It's so quiet this morning, but then again, it is this morning, so I can't really complain. It's feeling very meh today. Meh. Meh. Just meh. Oh no. Oh, okay. I thought I did something wrong then, but it's nothing wrong. Everything's fine. By everyone, I mean nobody. Oh, somebody is. Hey dude, I'm depressed. It's been gnawing at me since this morning. Everybody gets depressed. I'm not making light of depression because I've had depression too, and I've got depression and all that stuff. But everyone gets depressed, dude. Just gotta find a way to deal with it. I mean, like draw and play a game, get my mind off of it a little bit. What are you depressed about? Basically made a playlist of all the best depressing tracks. That's really why you're depressed then, dude. Don't do that. Itch. I'm gonna put the detail lines on this. I don't want it to look kind of like super weird. So I'm just being very gentle with my detail lines. You know, the stitching. I have the stitching. I hope the drawers is okay. Right. Well, I'm on the last one. I'm on the last one. I've done all the dad ones. And the final dad picture. And all the dad ones. I'm not super happy about this one because the orange gel pen is kind of like overpowering the rest of the picture. But whatever. I'm doing the Mother's Day one. Yeah. And then knock everything off my desk. I think I'm done with the brown. I think. Yeah, no more brown now. What's next? Oh, I didn't have the thing on the indoor. Right, so do I need blue? I don't think I need blue. No. I do need green, but not yet. I don't think the green's gonna help yet. I'm kind of doing the flowers last. Then there's light blue. Then there's light blue. There's pink. What I think is pink. I'm pretty sure it's pink. Need that for the detail in the pinny. What we call pinny. It's called a pinny. So I'm going to do that now. There we go. Oh, and the band. I've also got the band as well. I'm just very nihilistic about my job. I think I'm a bit more emotional than I need to be about my friends. Nihilistic about your job? How can you be nihilistic about your job? Is it just because you're like you don't feel like you're getting much accomplished because of work? Well, you are, because you're getting money that you need to live. So there's that, which enables you to do other things, right? I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. Oh, orange. I'm going to do orange. Orange. Aha. For the orange. I just don't give a shit about what goes on, and it's like, why would I? I mean, they wouldn't even provide the proper materials to to do the job. Well, if they won't, then don't do that part of the job. You know, can't do it. Haven't got the proper materials. Sorry. Like on South Park. Sorry. Can't do my job. Sorry. Right, now I have to be serious and try to find a way to actually do these flowers. I want to do a pencil outline, but the thing is that if I do that, then the felt pens are going to pick up that bit of pencil. Like I've got a bit of it on my tip of my orange pen. That's driving me crazy. So I can't really do an outline. So I'm just gonna have to go for it. I'm gonna have to straight on go for it. It's gonna be hard because it's bad. Could be bad. It could suck so much. Okay, here we go. Not cool. Really not liking this. Because what I got to do now is I've got to do the bouquet in her hand, and the flower that he's holding, and the flower that he's pulling up just here. Oh, this is hard. This is stress. This is stress. So I've just got to be very careful and kind of like copy what I've got in pencil. That's kind of why I just do what I can control instead of worrying about bullshit that doesn't matter. Exactly. I'll do the less stressful bit first. How about that? That's the flower he's pulling up. But if I do this first, then, and it does turn out pretty good. Then I'm going to be fucked if I mess it up later. Oh well, I've started now, whatever. Here goes. I'm also hating myself a bit. I'm just not fully in control of how I'm feeling right now. I feel like it may be affected other things, and I just feel like shit because I feel like I let people down. Okay. Those are really big issues, dude. Maybe have you ever thought that you're maybe overthinking things a little bit? You know, that you're okay. Yeah, probably. I don't feel like these are as good as the flowers I've made, but I'm going to be okay with it, I think. I feel like they're just kind of like crappy stars. Yeah, these are definitely crappy stars. Weird noises. Weird noises happening. Like somebody's assembling something in another garden. I think the birds are worried. Weird. I should have just went back to sleep. I thought, oh look, he's on. Maybe I'll chat for a bit and feel better. Well, do you feel better? Oops, I touched it. Before what? Okay. like I said, see now I'm, like I said, it looks like a bunch of little stars. This is only the black outline because they're supposed to be daisies. So basically, it's black outline for the white petals. So I don't really have anything. I could just do it more in yellow, but I find that's very overpowering, you know. I don't need anything that's in brown or blue. So I'm going to go with dark green because I'm going to do the stem for a couple of them. No, shit. Well, now I'm going to go back to work. The last stream, I'm confused. None of those make sense. Now my head hurts. Pretty sure you're not the only cause of that. So where do I have to put the stem? Oh, it's coming out of his hand. Now all the other ones don't really have stems. There's just a little bit coming out of her hand. Kind of. I'm going to go back to bed before you stream. I was going to go back to bed before you streamed last, but then I saw you on, so I basically decided to stay up and chat for a bit. So you're saying that I fucked up your mood. Awesome. It's perfectly great that you want to blame somebody else for the way that you feel. Awesome. Then I felt like shit because basically lied down for an hour. You're not blaming me, really? That's what it sounded like. It's okay. You don't appreciate that you think that I'm saying that? Again, not responsible for how you're taking things. You know? By the way, that's to anybody who's watching this on playback or anything like that. Like, if you don't appreciate the words that I'm saying, I'm not really responsible for that. That's just how you're going to take it. You know? You know, you can blame me for your feelings on whatever I say all you want, but like, you expect me to feel bad about it? Not really, especially when I'm not saying anything potentially bad. Well, that's a bit of a shame, Howard, because basically most things bring me down. You know, so yeah. think I'm okay with the green. I think I'm okay with the green. I feel like I might have already done it a bit with the green. Okay. Right. Now with the yellow, now things get interesting, potentially really bad. Mostly interesting, I'm hoping. I think it's going to be really bad. Maximum effort and all that. It's not bad. It's actually not turning out bad. I thought it was going to suck. Actually looks pretty good. Well, what do you know? Actually doesn't suck. I mean, it doesn't look great, but it doesn't suck. Wow! So I just noticed myself on the thing. You can really see my scar. That looks really painful. It's not painful at all. It's just part of my face because I've had it since like I was 4 years old, I think. I don't know, but it looks really painful. It's not painful. But yeah, it actually doesn't look bad. It actually doesn't suck. You can't really see the yellow on the screen. But in person, it doesn't suck, okay? So I'm going to say some stuff, and I mean it in not a bad way at all. So just bear that in mind in how you're going to take this and how you're going to take it, okay? I do not mean this in any bad way at all. Right. And I appreciate that there's something basically that is, it's related to your, did you say you're autistic? But the people that I deal with, that I've dealt with, that basically have asked me for advice, and I've helped in the past with Asperger's. Basically, it's just a simple thing of lacking emotional intelligence. And that doesn't mean to say that you're not intelligent in any other way, but emotional intelligence is like a major thing in autistic and Asperger's. So basically, yeah, you gotta try to understand that basically, like, you have to build the empathy up. You know, it's really, really hard for Asperger's and autistic people to basically build up kind of the other shoe fallacy. You know, basically to try to figure out how other people are feeling and stuff like that. You've kind of got to feel like how what you're saying or what you're doing is basically going to affect other people. It's hard. It is hard. You know, not everybody's incredibly annoyingly empathic like me, and that sucks. But the whole empathy thing, it is overrated. But because you basically don't have so much of that, you kind of like try to figure it out all the time. It's what it's sounding like. You're always worried that you're going to make somebody feel bad by what you're saying. It's what it's feeling like. But just basically just imagine that you're this other person and you hear something that you said that basically, like, you know, it's just words sometimes. Basically, it's just words, but it's not going to cause offense. Everything you say isn't going to cause offense. It's not going to make any lasting impression on people. Okay? So, just got to learn to try not to worry about it so much. You know? You're going to be okay. They're going to be okay. Everyone's going to be okay. It says, but basically, there's that. That's only one part. It's only one part. I am going to go on. I am going to go on. I don't need this anymore. Basically, it's not the end of the world if you pierce the toast. You know. Dwelling on things. Try not to do that so much. You know, focus on what you're going to do. You know, it's okay to look back on things, but basically try to figure out how they're going to relate to the things that you're going to do or going to say or whatever. You know, you don't have to live in the past all the fucking time. It basically, it's like I said before, like birdcage. It's not the end of the world because you pierced the toast. You're going to be okay. Oh, I'm empathic. I've blurted out stuff because it just basically what's been on my mind. Yeah, that's okay. There are like there are people that do that, and that's fine. A lot of people like that. One of the things that I really like about my friend, one of my friends who has Asperger's, he's got like maximum Asperger's, basically, is that he basically speaks his mind. I love that about him, you know, and that's fine because he doesn't understand the social connotations to it, and that's fine. You know, it's fine. It's like he basically has to. He tells me to stop him if he's going to say something like grossly offensive, grossly wrong in public to people and stuff. But I don't ever, because I fucking love it when he does it. It's just, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. So, and he doesn't dwell on stuff. Well, if he does, he doesn't show it, but he would say because he can't not say. So yeah, I've made people feel like shit because of it. Well, you know, some people like sometimes need it, but again, if you make somebody feel bad, then again, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. If you made somebody feel bad, then they're not going to stay feeling bad forever. So, you know, it's again something that you should not dwell on. It was part of the reason why I hated myself when I was younger. Well, again, you shouldn't. So yeah, there's that. Colors. Ooh. That one's done. We're going on to the coloring phase. Uh-oh. I touched these at exactly the same time. I was going to go with whatever one I touched first, but I touched them at exactly the same time. So we've got the posh colors, or the, how many is in here? Oh, 12. And there's, oh, the 12. Okay. So there's about the same amount of colors. Same variety of colors as well, I think. I think they basically have got the same colors. Got a preference? The posh ones or the mechanical pencils? Like I said, I can't decide. I tried to put my hand in the bag, and whatever one I touched first, I basically would use. However, I touched both of these at exactly the same time. What do I do? What do I do? Go away, fly. Mechanical pencils? Not mechanical pencils. Sort of cool. Kind of cool. Both the same to me. I honestly don't have a preference. Mechanical. Mechanical pencils. Okay. So yeah, hopefully that didn't hurt you in any way. Basically, just like, if you're super worried about what people think about what you say and stuff, which you shouldn't be, then try to think of how it's going to affect this person emotionally. What did the other foot thing, or just don't dwell on it after you said stuff. Why would it hurt you? Well, Howard, again, hurting you. I've said stuff that basically wouldn't hurt people in the past, but wouldn't hurt people normally. That seems to have like radically damaged the conversation. So I basically wanted to give you a warning before I did anything. Is this brown? It's brown. Do I need red? No. Do I need blue? No. I thought I was going to use a lot of these, but no. Oh, I need black. Black for the nose. News. I kind of wish these were see-through, because I need to know how much of the lead I've got left. You know. Green. We need green. We need both the greens. Another blue. And that's another green. Another green. That's purple. And that's yellow. Need yellow. I seem to remember it being super fluorescent. And that one. One of these is pink. They both look grey on my screen. Which one's pink? Number 1 or number 2? Oh, that one looks pinker on my screen. Ah, this is purple, isn't it? Purple or blue? I'm gonna go with yes. Yeah, it's pink. Your left. Yeah, I don't know if this is mirrored. I'm gonna try the white as well. So I'm not using any of these. It's fine. Okay, first things first, I'm going to see how the white reacts to the paper, and if it looks kind of yellow, because there's been kind of a yellow tinge in this stuff in the past. It spills all over the paper. I don't know. In the natural light, it kind of does look a little bit creamy. You know, the paper looks a bit better as a white. The problem is I've seen white petals kind of both ways, you know, both as this kind of semi-blue white and the warm creamy color white. So I'm going to go with just the paper. I'm not going to use the pen. Just scrape off the excess on the tip before I put it back. I mean, it does make things stand out in like big colors, but you know. I just basically got to the point where I don't want to interact with people because people are variables. They're problems I can't solve all the time. You see, if you think you've summed up your own problem, and then you don't want to do the thing that will fix the problem, then it's like, well, okay, good luck with you then. Well, I'm a person. See, I'm a person that also you're interacting with right now. Sorry. Oh fuck! I haven't finished yet. Haven't finished with the not coloring portion. I've got to fill in a couple of gaps. I've just realised. What do I need? The brown. I need the brown. Yeah. Howard, nobody wants you to basically lock yourself in a room with nobody around you. For one thing, how would you get to Vegas? Because I'm really looking forward to Vegas. And if you do that, then you're going to screw up my Vegas plan. So don't do that. What else do I need? Do I need pink? Oh god, I need pink. At least I know where pink is in here because it's in between the red and the orange. There we go. Oh no, I need black. Oh, for fuck's sake. God, it's always something. It's always something. Ah, Nick. I wonder if my package is going to come today. It should be arriving any minute now because now's when we get post normally. So technically I should be in the house. I really want the package right now. There we go. Problem solved. I'm just psyched that I might actually be finishing these now. They're going to be scanned into the computer. They're going to look great. Oh, I need to get my USB. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, now I can go to actually doing the fucking colouring that I was going to do in a minute. Everything dry, yeah. I've just got to make an outline of where I'm going to have the. I can't wait for my package. I really want my package now. Right now, please. It is actually driving me crazy slightly. But I'm already crazy, so whatever. I forgot how light these pencils are. Mechanical pencils, but I'm okay with that. They're also loud. It's because I'm doing the circular motion thing. Phone fell on my toe. Log it. I do care, honestly. I'm just always like, well, that sounds like a you problem right there. It's like, no. Is what I'd say if I was an arsehole. But I'm not that kind of arsehole. I can be an arsehole sometimes, but I'm a funny arsehole. I'm a funny arsehole. I actually got told that by my ex-girlfriend. Well, you're an asshole, but a funny asshole. Well, she never actually said it that way because, you know, she wasn't American. She is now. She is an American now. That's weird, isn't it? She used to live in Portland. Now I think she lives in a suburb of Portland. But don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure now. I keep getting lots of big messages on Groma, like lots of, not just the regular haze and stuff. I love them. I'm not going to complain, but what is with the big messages all of a sudden? I can't read that in a few seconds before it goes off on my screen. Okay, Wind, stop it. Stop it. You're bugging me. Cut it out. Oh, now I'm all uncomfortable. Which was a good thing. My toe broke my phone's fall. It didn't crack. Well, my phone's in a case. The thing about the 99-cent stores, by the way, is totally true, because like that's a rubber case. So all my phones, they fall over multiple times. They break, you know, where they would have broken. But yeah, none of them are broken except for that one with the battery problem. But I think that's just because of misuse of the phones, like charging up and stuff. I can suck at keeping my phone charged up all the time. But yeah, got the rubber case on one phone. Got the proper case on the, you know, the everything case on the other phone. And I've got the other rubber proper case on my Pixel. So it's all good. But no, I've dropped them onto concrete. I've dropped every single one of them onto concrete, and they've all been fine. Sort of dust that gets left behind with these pencils. Oh, I know I've already said that. I'm just saying it again. Another big message. I'm gonna have to check these out. Something weird is going on. I've got a feeling. Right, mama there. Time to cover you in. What colour's next? Black. I think it's gonna be easy. I destroyed France. Oh no. Scout cake. I think her phone might be evil. Well, first, it destroyed France. And then it did some evil stuff. Oh, I need to click it again. Pencil's running out. I love that. Pencil's running out. I need to click it again. Paper, you do this at the most inopportune moment. I don't want to get any brown on the flowers. At least you didn't drop your phone in the hole. What was that, old person? Where did they come from? Right. Hole. So close to being done. Howard, where do you work again? I'm worried about the alien in the wall. What are all these bodies doing here? Honestly, not much. I love that sketch. That was one of my favorites. I was just going to say, where do you work? I was hoping you'd say the whole. Just for funsies. Exactly right, Howard. You ruined a joke. I hate you forever now. Unsubscribe. Oh my God, I'm so close to being finished with this color that I just wanted to end already. There we go. Do you remember the clone one? I love the clone one. I love it so much. That particular sketch is pretty good. Yay! Brown's done. All brown done. No more brown. You know, all the clones. I love the clone one. I got a pencil. I want to carry around some ham with me just so I can make that joke and just slap it on someone's face. That sounds stupid. That sounds funny to me. Dun dun ham. Who was that? Spanish Dan. I call him Spam. I love the clone one. That is a nice sofa. You can't distract me, Tom. I've already seen all the dead bodies. Just all that. So nice. I love it. All of it. It's so good. It's almost time to go to bed because my eye is crusting. Ah, nearly ripped my paper. Don't do that. Stupid wind. Oh fuck, somebody's whistling. They're not bad at whistling either, but I fucking hate whistling. Just goes right through me. You know? You know, either sing or fuck off. when it comes to stuff like that, either sing or fuck off. If you can't sing, then just shut up. It may sound a bit harsh, but what are you gonna do? Go away, B. Go away. Under my chair. Oh, that's the side. No, that's in front of the camera. Awesome. B, go away. Go away. There's nothing in here. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. No. Don't know where it is now. Nope, still under the desk. Go away. Go away. Go away. Thank you. Jesus. Fucking B. Yeah, Howard. Exactly. Either sing or fuck off. And now it's super quiet. Awesome. Hey, Ken. What's you up? Is it like super early in the morning there or something? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, see, I knew it. That I knew. Because I'm clever. See, I know things. I know things. I'm always up. Well, I can relate to that because I've been awake all night. Just making sure Monday gets here, okay? And the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and my thumb really hurts. I'm nearly finished, so this is like a momentous occasion. Right, night owls rule the world. I wish. Got no fucking sympathy for being super insomniac. And I've finished. Woo! I've finished the Mother's Day card completion. It's all done. No more stupid cards. Completed. Yay. Oh. Just whatever, Meg. Whatever. So what do you want to do now? Oh. I am tired, actually, though. Yeah, we are less than 40% of the world. Really? I thought insomnia was like 30%. 30% of people will experience insomnia at some part of their life. Very, very few people actually have proper insomnia for their entire life. It's a whole big thing. Mother's Day card done. Bing, bing. There's nothing on the board anymore. Woo! I'm excited about that. So, I did the Mother's Day card. So it's going to be cut out. It's going to be scanned in first, and then it's going to be cut out. Then I did the Father's Day cards first, all the Father's Day cards. Then I did the Get Well Soon card set in various different colours. Paper smells horrible. Then I'm just going to keep saying, then I did all the Valentine's Day cards in various funky colours. And I've done just the general cards. And again, funky colours. And again, general cards. In not funky colours. Traditional colours. So there we go. That's all of them. That's what I've been busy with. So these are all going to be scanned into the computer. You're the one with the pipe, Dad. The Father's Day cards. Well, sadly, you can have one. Yeah. But I'm basically going to be making these are going to be mocks. These are mock cards for the that are going to be made into cards. And basically, they're all going to be done. They're going to be scanned into the computer. Then they're going to be cut out, and then they're going to actually be made into cards. I've got some card paper, very easy process to do. Literally just going to stick them on, maybe use some stamps or something to make the cards look prettier. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with the cards yet to make them a good look. But I'll think of something. And then yeah, I'm going to give the Father's Day card to my dad, and then I'm going to basically do a couple of other cards as examples, and it's going to be up onto my Etsy store, so I can actually do cards. But no, this is the Sweet and Simple collection. I will be doing other collections in the future. But yeah, so these are going in the house. The next time I go in the house, not going in the house just yet. So now I'm done. What do you guys want to do? I'm actually looking forward to a leather video that's coming up. I just realized I could have filmed something, but I'll film something later. I have an idea. But not yet. It's still quite windstormy. It's always windstormy here. It's nice. Peaceful. Breezy. It'll be great. Hopefully it'll be great. Nope. That's that pipe's out. Also, I nearly broke my finger. That sucked. Right, now what am I doing? Battery low.
Your battery's low? Dang. On your phone?
Well, actually, yes. But I just meant battery low, not going to do the hustle.
Oh.
My battery's low. And now that's stuck in my head for some reason. Why? Why?
May feel like just starting work. So I'm doing all my checks. I have to like check the bathrooms and check all the doors, see if they're locked and stuff. Next to no people are sleeping on property and all this stuff. It's funny, we always seem to have somebody new who comes along and it's like, oh, this is mine now. This is my spot. I'm sleeping here. Because yesterday I had this guy, he kept on coming back around even though I told him, okay, you have to move.
Do you get a lot of homeless in?
Now he's sleeping over at the bus stop.
In Hawaii?
Do what?
Do you get a lot of homeless in Hawaii?
Yeah. It's kind of the thing here.
Why?
I don't, it beats me. It just is, you know? I mean, we have homeless camps, basically. You just, you know, basically, all the Cibulas, they just move them out one place and they go to another place and then they move them out there and they just go back. like back and forth.
Yeah. Bummer.
Yeah. Also doesn't help with the there's a can't remember which one was. It was like either a cocaine or no, it was a meth problem. We have a meth problem here.
Well, I've always wondered, like, what that's going to be like, because essentially, like, I've
Sorry, man.
there's kind of been this whole big thing where, like, I've had like a theory of like sometime in the future I'm gonna, you know, everybody has this, you know, nobody's completely secure in their life, you know.
Yeah.
Where, you know, I'll lose a job or something and I'll just be like, well, guess now I'm homeless. I just wondering how I'm going to react to that situation.
Oh, I know what you mean.
I mean, I have friends and stuff, and it's just that I'm not the kind of person that basically would want to basically burden friends with like, okay, can I stay with you for a few days until I get back on my feet and stuff. I'm not the kind of person that'll do that. I'm the exact person that would basically be in the gonna go homeless category if anything was to happen like that. And it's like, just wondering how I'd react to it. But to be honest, I'm not scared of it. Is that a weird thing?
No, that's not weird. You know, I'm kind of the same way with myself. I'm just like, you know, it's just a thing that'll happen, you know, and it's gonna suck whenever you don't have a nice warm bed to sleep in anymore, but just like, it's whatever. You just have to figure it out.
Oh, but that's the thing. It's like, what if I just adapt to being homeless and just be a homeless person?
And just like become comfortable with it?
That's the again. That's just the thing. Because what happened to me is that basically, like, I moved when I moved out. I moved out the first time. I was flat sharing, and I didn't have a bed.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a bed for the first like year. For a whole year, because basically I didn't care. I basically had a sofa in my room, and I slept on that sofa. That wasn't until somebody was getting rid of their bed, and I was like, I'm gonna try having a bed in my room, actually in my room, my sleeping bedroom stuff. And so I did. So basically, it was like, well, this is weird now. But I adapted to that for another year, and then of course, when my partner died and I was all depressed and I basically lost my job and everything, my family took me in. My parents took me in again. And basically that was mainly because I was kind of shell shocked still.
Yeah.
You know, but if they didn't do that, then basically I would have gone homeless, and yeah, it would have been okay. Random comfortably depressed person on the streets, I would have been fine with that. And then I got back on my feet, and I basically like got a new job, new set of jobs, actually paying jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, I do often look at homeless people and just think to myself, like, you know, that's going to be me someday. And I don't know why I go there. I don't know why I think that. I'm probably going to be completely fine and have a house and everything for the rest of my life. But you know, I keep thinking that that's going to be me someday, and it's gonna be rough and tough and bullshit. But I'm going to be okay somehow.
Well, I mean, and that's like that's the difference, you know. You just can't stop trying. See, like basically, you know, some people they just give up, you know, go on the streets, and like it's hard to get up from like such a low place, I guess. But it's not necessarily like a low place, but it's like, you know, you get comfortable with not really having to work as hard, I guess, and you can't really get yourself out of it. I don't know. But yeah. But that's just like the difference, you know? Like people who do have, they like actually try to work to keep what they have, right? And so, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Damon right now, I probably would just live with my mother.
Yeah.
Because I can't afford a place. I can't afford this house. You know. Please don't, Damon. But if he was to drop dead, then basically I would be pretty fucked pretty quickly. So yeah, because I can't seem to find a job that actually pays me actual money. Stupid. I did the handyman thing for the village.
Yeah.
That was good, but it didn't really pay me much. Not a lot of people. There's not enough village to basically be a handyman for. There's no transportation. No transportation system here. There's like a bus that comes. There's a bus that comes like twice a day. So yeah, to my village. I don't drive. I'm not going to drive. I can't afford a car in the first place, so that would be great. Yeah, I just can't seem to find a good job that I can work from home and actually that will pay my bills to actually afford a place. So yeah, I've got one that can pay the bills sometimes and stuff. You know, I pay half the bills. I'm pretty good. I'm not just some like arsehole that lives off of my boyfriend. I actually do things. But I can't pay for all of it. That's what I'm trying to say, you know.
Yeah.
So like I said, if that was to happen, I'd probably have to move to my mum's place and work from there and look for like a roommate, I guess, or something. I don't know what I'd do. The only other option would be to go homeless. It might be an actual better option. I don't know.
Oh gosh, I hate that. Cause like I think about that too. You know, just like I hate where I'm at right now. So it's like, you know, going homeless is like way better than where I'm at right now. Yeah. So I don't know. I do basically want to find a roommate eventually, like somewhere else that's not Hawaii, like maybe Seattle. but you never know. We'll see what happens.
If we had a bigger house, then basically I know that we wouldn't mind. Basically, yeah. If you want to move to England, then go for it.
Oh my gosh, did you just kind of invite me?
We don't have a big enough house,
Yeah,
so no.
that'd be crazy.
But if we did have a big enough house, then yeah.
That'd be crazy. That'd be awesome, but it'd be like crazy.
Well, of course, we would have to meet you and stuff.
Yeah,
And
I know.
we would have to establish a proper, in real life, friendship and stuff.
Yes, yes. A relationship, yes. I understand. A family relationship and stuff. Yeah.
But no, well, basically, there's the guy that is basically my pup. He's his partner is disabled and elderly. And sadly, he, his partner will eventually pass away, and Damon has joked / been kind of serious about him moving in with us. So, but that isn't such a big deal because basically, he's tall and skinny enough to basically just to fit in our bed, and that'll be fine. So yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't need his own room. Oh my god. He will need his own office. Kind of. I might have to share my office. That would be bad. No, I don't want that. This is my office.
My office, you can't have it. Or you can start padlocking everything.
No, I trust him and everything. It's just that, like, this is my space. This is the escape pod. It's named the escape pod for a reason. I can actually see Damon actually, potentially using his office as another place for him to put his desk and his computer. He's got a gaming computer and everything, so it's either there or it's our living room. So I'm just randomly thinking about the future. But there's the ultimate plan that I think Damon wants to do eventually, which is going to suck because I really love, I do love, like, this office that I've made. But the ultimate plan is basically we're going to eventually, I think, move in with Damon's mum. And we're going to, like, live there, and the house that is attached to Damon's mum's house, because basically Damon's mum is very close to the neighbor of her neighbor, and he's quite old, and he's going to leave it to basically my mother-in-law, and basically we're going to have one big house. That's literally what's going to happen. But that's going to be in Banbury, and that, I guess, I don't know. That's going to be weird. And that's going to happen within 5 years. That's going to be very weird. So he'll have his own office then. Or he'll be sharing with Damon. I don't know what's going to happen. It's not that big of a bummer, to be honest, the whole homeless thing, though. Like, even if that doesn't happen, but you know.
Yeah.
Is it weird to say that basically, like, I've always felt like it's kind of like I'm very insignificant in the whole grand scheme of the universe, so I kind of don't care what happens to me. Yeah. That's one of the.
I wouldn't say that's completely weird, but you know, it's again with the whole nihilism aspect. It's like there's that, and then there's, I think it's called existentialism, where it's like nothing matters except like stuff that matters to you. So it's just like, you know, if there's something like you care about, like you like honestly, that's like just the only thing. It's like everything else doesn't have to matter. Like your existence, basically, it doesn't really have to matter to you unless like there's something else outside of yourself that you really honestly give a shit about, where you would, that makes your existence have more meaning, I guess.
No, I know that. You. I know that. I know. It's just that, like, that thought that I said, basically, the is kind of just that's the thing that I'm kind of okay with, but sometimes it makes me really depressed. That's one of the things that can trigger my depression, you know.
Okay. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
It's not doing it right now, so that's good.
Yeah, I think that whole thing I was telling you about, how I'm just feeling like very, like, I realized that I'm just very, like, uncaring about the nature of my job, like the shit that the higher ups want me to do, but basically I can't do because I don't have the means to do it. It's just like, you know, who gives a shit? It's like, there's this stuff that you don't really need to care about that much. I guess what I'm trying to say is like priorities, right? You have to kind of prioritize like what really matters and then what doesn't really matter all that much.
Yeah.
So it's like I kind of just like realized that like I'm just kind of nihilistic about it, because like I asked a friend to basically do something that I'm kind of worried about now. I don't really want to say it out loud, but it's just like, you know, it's kind of, I just kind of realized that, you know, I'm uncaring toward my job, and it shouldn't really bother me that much, but it kind of did, just because like I cared more about my friend than my job. I don't know.
But that's a good thing. You should care more about your friends than your job.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's not a bad thing to not give a shit about your job. It really isn't.
Yeah.
Most of the population of the planet basically don't give a shit about their job.
Yeah.
You know, it's a means to an end, you know.
Basically, yeah. Whatever that end is, I'm just like still trying to figure out, but you know, whatever.
But you said the cinematography thing.
To what?
But you said the cinematography thing. That sounds cool.
Yeah, that. Yeah, that is one of my goals. And then like, it just reminded me I still need to make a payment on my old student loan that I still have pending. Okay.
I'm so lucky that I live in a country that basically education is fairly free.
Yeah, good for you.
Well, it's free to the people of to basically to anybody that's under the age of 30. I think it's 27.
Wait for you.
I think it's 27. But basically, if you're above 27, then you're fucked. You have to pay for everything. But yeah, I didn't pay for any of my college. So it's like, yeah, I've got a degree in sustainable engineering. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but I don't want to do anything with it. It's bullshit. It doesn't mean shit.
Oh no.
I should look up what it is. It's like engineering in the construction industry or something.
Well, what it sounds like to me is basically just like gardening stuff and stuff like that. So
No.
like yeah.
But it's not. It's actual. It's like it's engineering in the construction industry. Sustainable engineering in the construction industry. So basically, it's like because I was going to be an architect, and then I did this. I went to college and found out that it was bullshit. That basically most of being an architect is lots and lots and lots and years and years and years of paperwork.
Wow.
So fuck that.
Yeah.
Because I never wanted to be behind a desk forever.
Yeah.
You know? I want to be out there designing the building and figuring out how it's going to be, how it's going to hold up, and stuff like that.
I think
I love that.
That's kind of how I felt about like graphic design. It's just like, you know, basically being on the computer and just like trying to make lines look neat and stuff like that. Because I mean, I think I do better whenever I'm like more active. I have like stuff improvement I can do with my hands and stuff like that. It's just, you know.
Well, that's a good thing about graphic design is basically you can do that. I wish I did that now instead of doing what I did, but you know.
Oh no, maybe no. Sometimes I wish I did meet that guy and have my first relationship that way, you know.
No.
So I wouldn't have to go through all that emotional bullshit that made me drop out of school. I don't know.
What happened?
Well, I was 20. I just came out because my first boyfriend, pretty much. Yeah, so I was basically in the closet for the first fucking 20 years of my life to myself because I couldn't reconcile it with my religion and my beliefs and all that bullshit. And like basically, I went off to school and I found like basically somebody who was basically, you know, gay, and he was a friend of a roommate, and yeah, so yeah, it's like a whole thing that's really started like within the span of the day, and I just came out.
That doesn't really explain how you basically screwed up college.
Well, basically, I had my first relationship, and there were complications that arose from like him being in my life, and over and roommates and bullshit that happen with what they think happened versus what really happened. And, you know, I don't think he was that great of a guy all around. You know, he was fine, but it's, I don't know, the way other people took things, I think it just made it so much worse. And, you know, and he was in kind of a difficult position in his life as well, just with him being bipolar and him having to deal with just basic bullshit with, like, his job and losing his friends and just a whole bunch of different stuff. I think it kind of had an influence on the relationship where it was. And also just with me not like really realizing how much Asperger's actually affected emotions and relationship and all that bullshit and the way stuff works. And you know, just me not, you know, me having my first relationship and not really realizing how things actually worked with being the whole social aspect of being in a relationship, and just I think that so all that kind of came to a head, I think, where like he basically broke it off, but I don't know, at the end he kind of just toyed with me a little bit and just kind of used me for sex and shit, and it made it so much worse. Because like I still had feelings for him, and I think it was like the beginning of, it was either my second or my third semester. I think it was my second semester there, and I think I just realized I just couldn't fucking take it anymore, and I just wanted out. I just wanted to go back home and just, you know, not deal with my emotions and not deal with being in that fucking place in the city and just, you know. And going back home, it really wasn't all that great either, because after coming out, you know, I had like, my mom said she didn't, you know, she still loved me and she didn't care that much about stuff, but it was basically bullshit, because I could basically feel that she did care. You know, she was a very religious person. So, and found out later that, and I haven't confirmed this, but she basically said that she might have autism. So it's just like, it makes a whole bunch of other bullshit makes so much sense, like how manipulative she could be and just how not great she was. So like, going back to live with her after I basically dropped out of school, it really wasn't great. And I basically went homeless for like, what was it, like 2-3 weeks or something like that. Like, I ran away from home, and then I just decided that I wanted to up and come to Hawaii to room with my dad for a bit. So, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know how you basically dropped out of college. Okay.
I don't know, but no, if you want to know that, there's a whole bunch of other bullshit attached to it. So it's just like, yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. I thought you said that you had you were autistic.
What?
I thought you said you were autistic.
Asperger's is autism.
It's not autism.
What?
It's not autism.
How is it not autism?
It's a completely different thing. Look up
No, it's
Asperger's
kind of
and look
not,
up. No, it is. Look up
but
Asperger's and look up autism. They're different.
I've actually read up a lot about just different things about Asperger's and autism, and it's,
So have I.
yeah. Quote unquote higher functioning autism, but you know, autism nonetheless.
Well, actually, there's like really bad Asperger's, and it's not called autism. It's called Asperger's. It's got its own name and everything.
Okay. So many links, so many stuff to read. Because I've read stuff, but you know, so many stuff to read.
It's fine, I'll send you evidence.
No, because like, you know, the
Jesus.
stuff you read, it's probably vastly different from the stuff I read. So, you know, just so many stuff. I think I need to say goodbye soon, dude, just because I need to get to work.
Yep. Well, thank you, Ken, for sticking around for a little bit and then leaving. Belly rubs and belly sleep and stretch. I will be back, probably doing some filming. I won't be doing art anymore. And if I do art, it basically will be something else. And yeah.